Jason down at CRM, Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing, Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System, water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at B-Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family Landscape. Make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. Make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables. What the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables. Built for your needs. CBI Cables. Plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bank Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? They have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at. Where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master.
Hello, Yeti Nation. What's happening, Paul Noecker and OJ the Dude?
Greg, what's up, buddy? What's up, OJ? Yeti Nation. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Yeti Nation, indeed.
But before we go
Absolutely.
any farther, we got to go over the best part of this pregame we've had so far, and that Owen slept through an NLL game. I didn't think that was possible until you did realize it was 11 o'clock in the morning. Because when he first said it, I was like, hang on, OJ, I know you like to sleep in, but come on, bud, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So at least it was 11 a.m., but you
It was
missed...
11 a.m. my time, okay?
That's amazing. Speaking of sleeping in, the Yeti will not be sleeping in this weekend. Well, they might want to Sunday morning, but Saturday they won't be sleeping in. What's going on Saturday?
Hey, yeah. Saturday we're headed out to Oneida to participate in a NABLL gathering, I guess, of upstate teams, Oswego and the new up and coming NABLL Oneida team. And the Yeti. We're facing off. I believe. I know first face-offs at 4:00. The doors are opening at 3:30. Oswego and Oneida are going to be playing in a 3-minute, 15-minute stop time, or possibly running time. Excuse me,
Running
with
time.
timing. Yeah, running time in between. Then the Yeti at 6:00 will be playing the Oswego Riverhawks, and then at 8:00 we'll be playing the Oneida development team. I believe they're calling themselves for this. So a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of hopefully good things going on. Numbers wise, I'm fired up. The boys are actually very fired up for the beginning of the season. We got 24 guys coming up, and they're all Yetis, so I'm excited about that.
Everybody's
Off of,
Yeti and Yeti to
everybody's a Yeti. Yeah. Everybody off the last year's roster is itching to get this going, and I've
So,
had some other
run. Do
people
we have
reaching
any new
out.
guys? What are the new faces coming in? We got any of those new faces?
None of the new faces are going to be able to participate in this coming weekend.
All
I
right,
believe
so
that
after spring season's over,
after
once
spring
college is
season,
over.
yes, once college starts or ends, the new faces will start to roll in. As far as
So
we have the
stay tuned.
college.
We're going to figure out whether or not it's going to be streamed. Follow us on
Yeah.
social media. The Yeti will be posting it. We'll be posting it if it's going to end up being live on Blue Squatch. Hopefully, we'll get everything worked out. We'll see what's going on with that. But without further ado, let's jump into the results. And surprise, surprise, I'm above 500. So I'm a little happy there. Not I'm at 12-11, so I'm doing better. I was 4-3 this weekend. I'm over 500. I'm happy. Paul is still leading the way at 15-8. OJ's
OJ's
catching
catching up
on up
though.
though with a
I took some chances. I took some chances this past
You
week.
did, and they pulled off. And
Yeah,
then I tell you,
same.
OJ with that, he's sitting at 14-9, so he's really only one game behind you. Josh is a little different because he didn't play the first week, so yeah. Oh yeah. So we're gonna see Tate there. I'm excited to see Tate. The Snow family.
Yeah.
Haven't seen those guys in a while, but
Yes.
I gotta tell you, this Ottawa game, I I just had a feeling Ottawa was coming together. They just got their ass kicked. A bunch of new guys playing. You had to expect the roster to get straightened out. They got shut out in the second half of that last game. I said there is no way they're going to show up and let that be, the way things stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great game to watch. I was watching it on the rewind concept and up and down. It was a great game. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying watching this stuff.
No, it's been great. I mean, guys are playing good. I don't know. But the
I think
teams come-
Georgia definitely ran into a trap. As far as
Yeah.
that was their trap game, no question. To say they were the legs there. They're
But I
getting
mean, Lyle
a
still
lot
had
of
5
runs.
goals, 4 assists. So I mean, things were all bad for him. But I mean, honestly, I think the bigger story is the guys for Ottawa that you needed to step up were finally stepping up. I mean, Jeff Teat getting on the board, that's huge. So even bigger than that, though, Larson Sundown. I talked about him last week with Stamper a little bit. He was
Yep.
terrible the week before. Definitely not a Larson Sundown game. And I mean, I'm sure he would say the same thing if you watched him. So it's awesome to see those guys starting to play a little better. And, Grennan, what's going on with Nathan Grennan? So you, I love that kid. I love watching him play. He was in the game. I think he's a big factor. He was kind of a non-factor, is what people were saying in the first game. Yeah, he scored a goal. Was it worth bringing him in for one? Da 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 da. I'm a huge Grennan fan. Absolutely, I think he is a spark plug that offense needs. When you look at Larson Sundown being open more, it's because you got a guy like Grennan in there just tearing people apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's go on. No, OJ, what do you got to say about him?
I was just gonna say, Grennan's an all-around good person too. I interviewed him. What an amazing guy.
Yeah, super nice guy. I like get a chance to talk to him. Plus, he probably had the highlight of the year. It sucked for everybody because we had
Yeah.
a lot of guys. It was a very close race until that freaking goal where it was just like, yeah, good luck beating that, bud.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, that one's pretty crazy. He goes flying through the air, throws it behind his back there. Oh my goodness, one-handed. That was just absolutely insane. But
up at Laxney. Yeah.
that last night goal. So I mean,
Right.
Zach Higgins, 41
Blaine
saves.
Stotler. That Blaine, he was studying the Blaine Stotler. That was on the rewinds that he's seen on
That's what
Blue
it was.
Squatch. Is
He
what it was.
He was watching.
Yeah.
Blaine Stotler.
He's been watching us, and he's seen the Blaine Stotler. Just saying.
Honestly,
Just
so
saying.
and that was something that Jobson said. He said the best highlights you've ever filmed, I think, is that Blaine Stotler the very first night you showed up. And until Grennan's goal, he was probably right. And
Right.
now, I mean, there's been plenty of sick ones that are absolutely amazing, but that one
yeah.
was special. But no, I really think Ottawa's they're gonna. I see them coming together. I think Ottawa's gonna get that 8th spot. I really do. I think they're gonna
Yeah.
get at least that. I can see it happening. I'm a big fan of this Ottawa team. I think this Georgia game showed us what they can be. And Georgia
Yeah.
was on a good run. They're known to do this, so they slide a little bit. I think the big question for Georgia is how they bounce back. Kai will have to fill us in. Maybe he's got the inside scoop as to why, they lost. I'm sure he tends to keep us posted. But so Dobson, 32 saves. I actually didn't get a chance to watch this whole game. I'm not sure if he played the whole game. I just want to look. Yes, it appears Angus Goodleaf had no time at all. So yeah, 32 saves, 14 goals allowed. That's not a great night.
No.
Not a great night, but
No.
Uh,
I didn't watch a lot of the game other than the rewind, and I was trying to do what you did, the fast forward thing, but I can't figure that stuff out yet. But the one the game of the night, in my person, probably of the weekend, I thought was Buffalo Toronto. That was not to jump around and jump on the bandwagon of Buffalo, but
See, and
What
I didn't watch
oh my,
that game
oh,
because I was in
oh.
between whether or not I was getting that Halifax Rochester game. Just because that 19 to 18, I got to tell you, I got suckered right into it. I saw the goals and I was like, oh, that's going to be a ton of sweet highlights with all the talent that you've got there. So we are going to get into those highlights in a little bit, but tell us about that game, Paul.
Well, in regards to no, nobody thought I would say Toronto had a chance in hell to beat Buffalo in Buffalo, and they came in and they was rocking and rolling. I mean, Rose was making the saves he had to make, and I'm hitting the so I can get to my stats. But individually, Nanato, I'm sorry to say, this cat is putting up some highlight reels that are pretty insane. Just in front of the goal. How is he able to get through some of these? Farrell, the face-off guy. He's taken on 3 guys at one point in time and just kept on barreling and still got the shot off. Action back and forth. That's my recap. Sorry. All the way to the end. Buffalo's down and they come back and boom, they take it over.
I was just
I
gonna say,
mean, isn't
6-3
Buffalo
fourth
like?
quarter.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Fourth
Greg. What
quarter
was
was
that?
in favor.
6-3
Insane.
fourth quarter for
Yeah.
Buffalo. I mean, so they were trailing going into
Yeah.
it to yeah. No, but you got to look 24 saves for Matt Vince. That Buffalo defense, I mean, the Toronto offense, they're missing Schreiber, they're missing some pieces up front, is nothing it's not spectacular, but still 24 shots or 24 saves for Matt Vince, and then with 13 goals, so you figure that's 20 37 37 shots on goal. That's a pretty impressive number.
Yeah.
Although
It was
I did see Belter got throttled pretty good.
ouch. Yeah, well,
My brother
and that's
sent me the clip in the morning.
I feel bad for him. Wonder what you're going in there to defend your player who got rocked coming off the bench. It wasn't legal. It was probably hip to hip. I mean, he was playing ball. They're both playing ball. Did he catch him off kilter a little bit? Possibly, but he definitely rocked him on the body check and then the punch. Ouch, that hurt.
He just caught him right in the jaw. You could
Yeah,
no,
just
that was just a money shot. And yeah,
Yeah.
that was rough. Hopefully he's all
Anyways,
right.
I
Oh.
want to touch on this. Prairie Tan Buffalo will guarantee loss at least one game. Who do we think it'll be, guys? Who's gonna beat
Vegas.
the Bandits?
Buffalo is going to lose to Las Vegas. That's my prediction right now. They're going to go into that game too confident. They're going to put in the backup goalie, and Vegas is going to beat the Bandits. They're going to stomp on them.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
You're just gonna go undefeated all season.
They're going undefeated. They're
Yeah.
gonna three-peat. They're gonna three-peat undefeated. How about that?
Okay.
That's my prediction. They're three-peating undefeated. That's
All
how
right. So
solid they're
Paul's
looking.
saying nobody's beating them. I like
They
it.
ain't beating. You ain't beating
Yeah.
them. I'm sorry. That's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was clean.
Tate and
thought
Josh
it was
both
too.
agree. It was all
Yeah.
squared up, clean, good hit.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I did watch the highlights to that game, and like you said, Buffalo, I should have known better. I should have just went right to that game and clipped those highlights, especially when I saw the score. But honestly, when I saw that there was only 24 saves and 31 saves, I was like, yeah, I don't know how many shots were taken, really. And I was like, and I just didn't, and I probably should have watched that one. This next game, though, I really. So San Diego every year starts like, oh my goodness, San Diego's gonna be the team, or they have moments when it feels like that, and they definitely are not giving me that feeling right now.
Not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all. Vancouver. I watched a little of that before I fell asleep, and the coaches got them believing, man. As OJ would say, Mouse. He's got the house rocking and rolling. They believe. And Greg, you was talking about it last year about coach believing in his system, and he's got his guys now that are believing in his system. And sure enough, they're not where we said they were going to be. That's for sure.
No, they're firing faster. I mean, they ended last year on a wave, but I mean, I don't think anybody expected Keegan Ball to play like he has been. The sock trick in a quarter, that's an NLL record. That doesn't just
Yeah.
happen. I mean, what the heck? This kid is on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But you talk about one of those moves. So he was Keegan Ball, Mitch Jones, they were traded, right? Or was
Keegan
that
Ball missed well, that and stats. Like Tate said, no stats either. So that's a huge. And Baptiste isn't playing, I don't believe. So you're taking away.
Baptiste isn't playing, Doby, Jackson,
Yeah.
Dickinson. They lost a lot of guys this year, but they were thinking they brought in Banesh. They thought they were going to cover it, but you can't replace
They
those
brought
two
in
guys.
Courier too.
Yeah, but Courier was more that defense transition, which they were
Yeah,
shoring up. And
totally.
honestly, when you look at the goals, they have definitely improved their defense. I just think their offense is not what it was over the last years. And you get rid of Superman. And I mean, look at that game that Doby had against the Firewolves. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was one impressive game, and he's not playing that great all the time. But still, that's just like magic you can't
Yeah.
buy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a Calgary thing, though. I guess those guys up in
Yeah.
Calgary got it figured out, right, OJ?
Yep, we sure do.
Although I do have to say, let's go into that game now.
I fell into that one.
Yeah, you fell into that one. So the Wings, we all kind of picked it there on their way up. This, I think most of us figured it was going to be, Calgary, Philadelphia, Vancouver kind of vying for that last spot.
Yeah.
What do you guys think now going into it? I got to say, OJ, you're obviously feeling better about the season than you wanted to. You did expect to win this Wings game, but the Wings offense is looking great right now. Oh.
Yeah, no. No. I unfortunately didn't watch that game. I have to go back and watch the highlights because, like we said earlier, I slept through it.
No, I was just talking about your team as a whole, though. How are you feeling about them still? Did this put it back on a level playing field for you, or do you still think you're going to do better than we expected you to do at the beginning of the year?
I think there's still enough time to turn things around.
You think there's still enough time to turn things around? I would like to believe you that there's still enough time to turn things around. I don't even know. I mean, it really wasn't that big of a hiccup. And when you look at, I mean, Dixon, 4 goals. That's what we were just talking about him.
Doby was sitting out that game, too. He was injured.
Oh, Doby was out. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as Philadelphia's moving the ball around, as far as Joe Restaris passing the ball, Mitch Jones, 5 goals, Joe's 5 assists, and 7 assists, 12-point night. Can't beat that, right?
Yeah.
No, 7-point night, 7-point night. So he had 2 goals, 5 assists. They're feeling it. They got a new coach. The new coach is it's the same general manager, correct? Isn't it still Day? And
Day just stepped down as the coach and have somebody else coaching. But honestly, I think Brendan O'Neill is coming on stronger than most people expected him to. I don't think anybody thought he was going to start this well. Even people were picking him for Rookie of the Year. I don't think thought he was going to start off this hot. I mean, but what was he? He was 2-1. So that's huge. With only 6 shots on net to be 2, he's shooting great. I think that's been a huge thing. And the bigger thing has been Blaze Reardon doesn't have to do all the banging around up front now. He's a big kid, that Brendan O'Neill.
He's huge.
He is. He took a lot of pressure off Ressateris. Ressateris is a great outside shooter. You've got somebody that can bang around, and it makes that defense stay in off of Ressateris, which leaves the shot open. And if they go out chasing him, you've got all kinds of other guys. So, no, I think it's allowed Ressateris to dish the ball and stay out a little farther, because that's that one thing I didn't really care for watching Ressateris as a Firewolf, was he's not going to really bang inside. He doesn't do it. He's not a gritty guy. But him and Q both, man, they sit around the outside. They're so lethal with their sticks.
Yeah, and pop them. Yeah, they're definitely feeling the Wings are flying. No question.
The Wings are flying. And now this is the game that I kind of went through and highlighted just because I saw the score and I was like, wow, this game must have been nuts.
Yeah.
Now, there's a stat on here, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta wait till it pops up here. Keep shooting until you. Is this the game that keep shooting until you score? There was a guy who was 0 for 18. Who the hell was it? They were talking about it. He shot 18 shots. It was one of the games I was watching. Maybe it was the Halifax game I was watching.
That's the one we're watching right now. Is the Halifax?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going through. I got to skip right to that stat. I'm going to the stats right now. So
Yeah, I believe it was. He
Halifax
got his
player,
first.
Nighthawks player.
I no, it was the Nighthawks.
So the Nighthawks.
No, I'm not seeing shots. No,
No. Well, this is
no.
shots on goals too. So I mean, if that guy just missed the net that much, but
It was his first goal. First goal of the night. I thought it was Smith, but it's not Smith.
no, definitely not Ryan Smith at all.
No. Tartar sauce. It was a good one. I was listening to it and watching it, and they're like, "This is his first goal of the game." Maybe it was the Albany game.
Mm.
I don't know. Too many games. I'm trying to watch too much in football.
Yeah, I've been
It's
trying
crazy
to-
I've been trying to forget that Albany game.
time.
Who was the one win against that Albany had?
That was the Mammoth.
Yeah. The
They
home
won over
opener.
the Mammoth. Oh,
Yeah.
Wasn't
there
it
we go.
was it the season opener? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Rochester jerseys. I did like those Rochester jerseys as well, Josh. They were pretty sweet.
They were. There
Yeah.
were several of the originals in there, and it was pretty cool to
Like this
see.
guy?
I like the colors.
Yeah.
I like watching
very
Jammer
cool.
Jam. Jammer's back, man.
Yeah.
There's a whole different element. Jammer's back.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like that.
Boom.
Boom.
You
This
don't
is
put
just-
body on him. He just weaved right through and found that bottom corner.
I
What
know
a great
he makes
shot.
it look so easy and seamless though, but watch the way just when he comes up with that stick like he's gonna shoot strong side, that goalie has to hold on to that pipe and just off of that other pipe by less than an inch.
Yeah, but that's one of those. What do you call those? The crossover shots. If you take a look, he's left-handed. He
twister.
got
Oh yeah,
that,
no, he
the
twisted that right
twister
over
on.
the
Yeah.
top.
That was a great.
You guys taught me how to shoot.
I tell you one thing, Theed is a beast.
Yeah,
Speed.
he's a
Everyone
monster.
needs one of those.
Everybody needs one of those. Attaboy, OJ.
All right,
Oh,
couple
that's
of them.
yeah. No, he's a beast. But honestly, if you look, these guys just had so many possessions.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, no, Connor Fields being able to dish the ball and not feeling like he has to do it all has been absolutely huge. No, I
Well-
honestly, so Rochester, they didn't win this game, but they're playing way better offensively than they have been in a long time. They sure up their things defensively, they're going to be fine.
Who
And they
is
got to figure out a
the
goalie.
special- Who is the special
Yes.
jersey for?
It was a throwback because of Halifax and Rochester. The now Rochester were at one point.
Halifax, yeah,
used
OJ,
to
the
be the
Halifax
Nighthawks.
Thunderbirds were the
Yeah.
Rochester Nighthawks. Then they moved to Halifax.
Oh yeah.
So now when they come and play, it's like a special throwback because they're there. So if you ever go to the ILA, which Kurt Stiers owns, who's the owner of the Halifax Thunderbirds, you get up
Yeah.
there and there's all these pictures of the Nighthawks with the trophies. And if you didn't understand that piece
Right.
of history, none of it made sense to me at first. And then somebody explained it to me, and I was like, "Oh, all right, I get it now." But yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. I did really like those throwback jerseys. But I mean, Connor
Very cool.
Fields, no, being able to shoot when he wants to, ditch it off, his head's still up, he's looking for guys, he's looking across the floor here, and then just turns and shoots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with Hutchison, though. I think as far as Team USA has to be excited watching this guy play too.
Absolutely.
Wow. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
you look at it though with 18 goals, you're like, really? You're gonna say he played good? But I think he actually
Yeah.
did. I was impressed. Yeah, see, there's another one.
Yeah, well, but he didn't play the whole. As far as
Hutch-
I'm sitting here,
He played the whole
Hutchcraft.
game. You're talking Hutchcraft, the
No.
other goalie.
Yeah.
Rochester's goalie. I was talking
Oh, I'm
Halifax's
sorry.
goalie.
My bad.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had him mixed up. Or you had him mixed up.
I got it mixed up.
Yeah. No, but I mean, look at him down there. He's playing great. He's knocking the ball out. I don't know, playing at Worlds, maybe he backed up goal a lot, but yeah, he definitely was looking better than Hill. But Halifax defense, man, they go through spurts where they're just giving up play after play after play, and that is tough to do. And that's why you had to score 19 goals to win. Oh yeah,
And that's what they did. And it took it what the 0.01 seconds, point zero, yeah, point zero,
Yeah,
yeah,
point zero 0.01
point
when it
zero
crossed.
one
And even
seconds
then,
went
the replay
across.
was inconclusive.
Right. So if he called no goal, it would have been no goal because it was inconclusive. It was
Yeah.
that close.
So
Yeah.
Hogarth was a former Nighthawk last year, and then he went over to the Thunderbirds, I believe, in the offseason, or just before.
Ah.
Yeah. So he buried one against the old team. He's been a lot of fun to watch. I love watching him play with Halifax, but they Rochester had a lot of moments in this game where they looked good. Like they'd get down and then they'd catch up, then they were up by a little bit.
It was a pretty good crowd too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're going nuts after a while, but no, I think this Fields McConvoy combo are going to
Yeah.
be dynamite over on that side.
And
They
just say outside, he must have been seeing the goalie moving his feet or something because how he shoots that sometimes it's ridiculous. He just steps back and lets one fly.
yeah, they definitely saw something they like because there's McConvey doing the same thing.
Same thing.
Man, that kid was happy. So this was the second goal of the game, and when he gets another one later, and I like. He's one of those guys you can tell when he scores, he's going absolutely nuts. He's like,
Oh,
yes, I scored
oh.
the NLL.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean Rochester really made a game out of this, and that's why I don't think Halifax. Oh, that was a big kick save, but
Yeah, that
unfortunately
was a huge one.
they didn't get the ball out of the zone right away. They give another shot. That was probably my biggest takeaway is when you watch this, it's less Warren Hill and more Halifax defense that they need their goalie to step up and make those. But Randy Stotts had a great night. This laser right here,
Right over the shoulder.
just jumping back too though. Watch his momentum. He's going away from the net, reaches up and over.
And goalie didn't even drop either. Getting that extra, what, half an inch? As far as a foot to get that, I mean, goalie did not drop.
The goalie's shoulder is over the top of the pipe.
Over
right
the
there.
top of the bar. That's what I'm saying. And that thing dropped. It had to nick him to take some of the momentum off because
Oh yeah, it hits the jersey.
his foot's on the line. His right foot's on the line, so he's not stepping out where there's room behind him. There's there's a foot and a half of that he's off the line completely.
Yeah.
2 foot at the most, and
Yeah.
he snuck that over the top. That's an awesome shot.
Yeah, that's it. The stick has eyes, the line of sight, reaching around and knowing that you're actually shooting from the head of your stick. But let's take a
Yeah.
minute to talk about this Sesselberger kid who he first year playing box lacrosse, and he basically was 500 with Withers on the night for faceoffs.
Put the ball in the play and work it around. That's what they were doing.
How about this goal from Fields?
Yep.
So he takes the first shot, save.
trickle
Smith
through.
tries to dunk, but smart enough to just sprint right out and make sure he doesn't stay in there. But yeah, how Connor Fields.
Look at that toe. That toe is so not on the line, but so close to those lines.
Yeah.
That one right there, yeah. Stays just behind it. Oh
Just
my
enough.
goodness.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's definitely behind it there. Ball's in the net. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fields had a great game. I think. Yeah, big fan of. I was looking at that. Ooh, would you rather have Thomas McConvey or Alex Simmons? I guess.
Ooh.
That's a tough call for the Saturday's games. May or may not be live streamed. We're not sure yet. We're working out those details as we speak. Well, not as we speak. We're doing Yeti talks, but no. So I mean, honestly, last year Alex Simmons, without a doubt, McConvey. Watching him play right now compared to what Simmons has done, but I think Simmons is going to work through it. I think. I mean, well, we'll get into that when we talk about the Firewolves. But McConvey, they talked about him maybe being the rookie of the year if it wasn't for the Simmons and Kurtz run. And if he continues to play like he did in this game, then yeah, I don't know. It'd be really hard not to pick him because he is a very impressive young man out there. But Simmons, the difference is he doesn't shoot as much as Simmons is either. So yeah, he played. So Cody Jameson's basically been with Kurt Stiers his whole career. 9 seasons with the original Nighthawks. Followed him to Halifax. And yeah, Jammer. Or
He's
wait, he
awesome.
was originally a Calgary guy, wasn't he?
I'm not
Right
sure.
off the very yes, he wasn't. He got traded to Rochester in a
Yeah.
big deal back in the day.
Yeah.
That was before my day, anyway.
This Ryan Smith, man, he is so much fun to watch. And after every
Yeah.
goal, so it's his 15th of the season, he is pointing at whoever sets him up or whoever's setting the screen. Yeah.
Well, it was a
Cool.
great pick in front to seal off the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you
the
go.
lane.
Yeah,
Sealed it
especially
right
when you
off.
see it
And,
from here.
yeah,
And you can really see he gets both guys. Takes just enough. Smith, boom. Doesn't take a penalty. That Jensen, too, for the Nighthawks, watching him this game, I had a bunch of his highlights I had to cut out because I had to get this down to 20 minutes as it was. Man, he's a good player.
he's an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's one of the ones they run. So a couple times Rochester runs the Halifax guy over the top of their goalie. It's you see it twice. That happened once there, and this is Orleman. They'd pulled Hutchcraft after 6 goals, and then Fields just takes another rip. So Hutchison, and this is where when you're
Just
watching,
outside.
yeah, just
Step back and sees something that the goalie. I don't know. He's got a great eye for these things. Where
well, he realized that he had the defender faked. So when the defender stiffens up in front of him too, watch, see, he thought he'd
hands are
pass the
free,
ball, and then all of a sudden when he stepped back out, he shot it right through him.
right off his shoulder.
Yeah. No, yeah, he hides his stick better than anybody. It's kind
Yeah,
of like that Ty Hill when you watch the Yeti, how they float it behind him so well, and from up above you can see it really good. But where the goalie's sitting, it's directly in line with their body.
yeah,
I think it was actually Sully that explained that one to me the one day.
yep.
But here's Hogarth gonna thank them for his trouble, but they got multiple possessions. So this actually, oh yeah, all right, now I remember why I had the long clip in front of this one. So right here, Orleman wants a call. Ref doesn't blow the whistle. He picks his stick up.
As long as he doesn't touch the goalie's stick, if he lifts his stick up, but he's not. Normally they'll blow the whistle right there, won't they?
You would think so.
Yeah.
Whistle never goes in his mouth though.
Oh.
That's why I was like, why did I have that clip? I shut the volume off though, so I forgot it.
The
Yeah.
goalie lifted his stick and he swiped it out he swept it out, and another 30, fresh 30,
Gets him the reset on the shot clock.
and puts one away.
Yeah.
Boom.
And I believe that's the guy that scores the game-winning goal for him. The guy that does all that grinding.
Hogarth.
No, yeah, Hogarth scored that goal, but you can see Orleman's still upset. He's talking to the ref about it. He's like, that is ridiculous. And they talk about it. But yeah, he not a big fan of that one. They end up it's tough too because at that point, what are you even talking to the ref about? You're just going to piss him off more.
Yeah.
And then
And they're not gonna
Rochester
change it.
scores this goal, so now you're going into halftime tied because at first, that's huge. Because if you had gone into halftime over that with what you think is a bad call, now you're trailing by one. But instead, Ryan Smith comes down and throws it just over the shoulder.
Yeah.
So right now the
30
stats are fairly even.
32
And
shots,
kudos to
25 shots, and
Sesselberger for he was actually ahead of Withers at halftime.
right around his hip. That was a great shot right there.
That was a beauty. But
Reach right around him and he'll break out. Here it comes.
yeah.
All right. Oh wow.
Bar down.
Bar down.
And these guys are doing this at full speed. They make it look so easy.
Yeah.
And that's McConvey again. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like when you just see how pumped they are for scoring goals. Like I love that the pros are still just like little kids out there when they every time they
Yeah.
score.
That's the medicine, man. That's the medicine.
Yeah.
And see, there's that Sesselberger again. And this is 2 in a row. And this is where your face-off guys, you want to talk about them mattering. So now you're up immediately. you went from being down a goal, you tie it up, now you're up. You talk about a momentum shift in less than 20 seconds.
Yep.
But kudos to that Sesselberger goal, because look at this play, the pass he makes. He's getting throttled. He's getting like thrown sideways as he leaps through the air. Just completely gives himself up for it. Wow.
Totally. He was split. He was Michael Jordan there. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I like that view of it
Right
right
there.
there.
Oh yeah. 3-point shot.
That's it.
Beauty.
Money.
Yep.
All different ways. Great views from the camera works there. Rochester's a nice place for playing.
Yeah.
I got to make
Yeah,
it
well-
out there one of these times.
We played with Bang there and with against the Bats.
Yeah,
It
you
was a
did the
great time.
halftime thing.
Yeah.
Or
Yep,
not the
yep, yep.
halftime thing. You
Not
guys
that,
play. It's a double header. You buy a ticket
Yeah.
to the one game, you get the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Theed again.
Mike Cooper does a great job running the Bats.
We got to get him on here one of these days. I keep saying I'm going to, and I got to set it up with him.
Well, I'm sure
McConvey
he's
again.
getting busy now. He's getting busy with the. He's coaching girls youth lacrosse now, so
He's firing
he's
up.
going to be a busy man. He's going to be busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, McConvey, fourth goal of the game. And yeah, it's easy to say right now when McConvey's having a great, beautiful feed, though.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
They got the run going.
Yeah.
Oh. Beauty.
I mean, you're up.
Right there. Boom.
You're up by 2 now. 7:41 in the
Yeah.
third.
Things are starting to go your way. You tied it
Yeah.
up at halftime. So,
No goal.
well,
Wait, is this the game where we all chose Rochester?
I believe so. I chose Rochester. I was calling the I-90.
Yeah, we did.
every one of us was wrong on this one. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I'm highlighting it. No, but this was a huge play right here because so Rochester goes to challenge this because they think it's a goal, but I think it's more because Hogarth scored and they were just kind of holding on for a straw,
Yep.
making sure. But they looked at it, they're like, okay, we're going to challenge it. There goes the flag. His
it
entire
was
foot
clearly-
is over
yeah.
the crease, so it's like not even close. It's like, what are you doing? And then Hogarth
Trying to
this
get the
foot-
twofer. That's what they were trying.
Oh,
trying
absolutely.
for the twofer.
I mean, I can live with Hogarth because he is a former Roughneck, so.
So it's cool with Hogarth. That's right, because that's where he went. He went to Calgary from Rochester, and then ended up at Halifax in the off season.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stotts was on fire though.
Coming
Yeah,
off the bench.
that doesn't surprise me.
Well, so he had that knee injury before, but you don't see he's wearing the knee brace.
No
he,
knee brace this year.
uh,
Yeah.
Looking way better. He's looking like
Nice.
he's in way better shape.
Nice.
No, I was
Great run at the Worlds.
Well, Halifax, their transition does very well.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Big save there, though. But I mean, yeah. Orleman came up pretty big in a couple of spots.
Yeah. Well, both
Unfortunately for
goalies
him, it
did,
wasn't-
honestly, because what's his name goes back in after a while.
Hutchcraft. How about that save, though, from Hutchison?
Yeah.
Just,
He
I mean,
double
what a
stack 'em?
freak play. So, Lansbury
Whoa.
didn't get a goal this game either. This would have been his only one. It beats the stick. And actually, if you look right there, it's on its way into the goal line. And
Yeah.
then he kicks that foot around, catches it with behind his
Oh.
heel.
Swings it on the backside. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Beautiful save.
Yep. Very good save.
And that ends the
Yep.
third quarter. That ends the third
Yeah.
quarter tied instead of down by 1. And Rochester says we can make a couple of saves, but unfortunately for them, that was the only couple of saves. Now Jammer, he definitely thought Jammer was shooting. You see him, he loses track of where
Oh,
he is
yeah.
on the post. He comes out here, moves over.
Sweet and easy. It was not no hard shot right there.
No. Accuracy.
Nice body check.
knocks Connor Fields down, and here we go, boys. But Tarafinko, like I said, and
Oh,
look at Jamer though, just laying out to get
Laying
it.
out
He
to get it.
first game back, looking good. It was
Looking very good.
yeah.
Healthy, lot of runs.
well, there's so much he does that's not on the stat sheet, like laying down for that one, and Stotts obviously just firing him. This time he gets to step into it. So when we see this next view, you're going to see it barely sneaks in between the armpit. It's not even a corner shot. So he's assuming that he's going to get the arm up
Oh.
right in between his his elbow.
Yeah.
Phew. Which
Those
he
big
gets
baggy,
most of
those
it.
big, those big baggy jerseys, they get a little of it, but you got a shot like that coming off, what, probably 90. His
Oh,
hands were
especially
free, stepped into it.
he stepped into that. That was a
Yeah,
rocket. But here's
there's a
another one
run.
where they sent him at the goalie, and I actually slow clipped this one. Jammer gets in between him. He's like, "Hey, that was your fault, stupid." But watch. Actually, you could watch the kid
Oh.
switch his hand, and he goes, "This knocks." Instead of running Orleman over, which he could have done and been like, "Sorry, you knocked me into him," he tries to catch him.
He's trying to brace him, yeah.
He's trying to catch him. As soon as he does, he like grabs right onto
Yeah.
him. He was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" Yeah, no, that was pretty good on his part. He could have definitely railed into him, or it could have been much harder if he had chose not to. But
Yeah.
fortunately for them, everybody, he did not. Big hit there. So 2 moving picks in a row for
It's
Halifax to
getting
score
chippy.
goals.
It was chippy. There's no question.
Yeah.
And so I mean that's a 2-goal swing, which
Nope.
is really now it takes you 4 goals to
Ooh.
or 3 goals to get back into it and get back ahead. Hogarth had a
Still
great game
doable.
though. Hat trick, he says you guys should have never gotten rid of me.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, that was nice. And I believe
And then
they pull him at this point and they put Hutchcraft back in.
Hutchcraft back in, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And
which
this
is the
goal by
spark.
Rylan Reese. But again, right off the face-off. Just stops, twists it across his body, and misses the goalie.
Get the goalie to move. At this point, it's 17-14.
Yeah.
How long ago were we saying that Rochester was? I mean, that was a quick blast of goals by the Halifax to get them up, and now they're playing catch up again.
Yeah. This Rochester or the Halifax offense can really go off. Oh man. Yeah, and then it seemed like Rochester was coming back and they did, but it really seemed inevitable that they were going to win.
I felt like they were. They made that run, and it was like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, I mean Gilray doesn't get very many goals. He even scored it. Hutchcraft's back in. They were hoping it was going to matter, but unfortunately for them, it does not. They get another reset. That was one thing the Rochester defense did do quite a bit. Is they gave up multiple possessions.
Yeah.
Yes,
Here's a
they did.
call. Did you understand this one? I'm pretty sure it was just because they should have called it on that
The
guy.
boarding. It
Yeah.
was the original boarding. I believe it was on the original one.
But
If
no,
you
he
go
doesn't
back
even hit.
to where,
Yeah.
yeah, but if you go back to where Stats pushed him on the backside,
All right. So right here is stats. He's in the middle.
it's coming up. It's down by the end wall,
Right. That's
right
not.
here,
That's
right
not
there.
stats.
Well, then the official called it wrong. That's what I think they were calling the
I think
boarding
that's what he
because
was
the
calling
head.
too, because stats gets
Yeah,
rear-ended. That's why it was so funny.
yeah.
Because
It
he doesn't
he got
understand at
boarded.
all. Yeah. He's like, wait, I just got run over from behind into the boards. What do you mean I gotta go sit in the penalty box? He's like, are you out of your mind?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but the original call I think was from that guy thinking it was Stats that put the guy's head into the wall for
yeah,
the
no, it
boarding call.
absolutely. That's just a case of they got the wrong number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Hogarth, and they totally blame stats for that one.
Pretty good sized guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both monsters. So he gets elbowed in the back, and then they do their little cross-check game, and they call this elbow, which I didn't see. When I watched it, I thought it looked like the stick slid up, stick to stick, but they called it elbowing. Either way, that's kind of how it goes. You do see his chin pop up, so maybe a couple
Eh,
points for the acting on that one. I'm not sure.
got him back into it.
It did, but how about
Nice save.
Yeah,
Nice save.
yeah, Drew Hutchinson. I mean, this is huge for Team USA to watch him being able to get this playing time.
Yeah.
But wow, what a play this was from Fields. Little behind the back flip into the middle.
Open
Just
stick.
gorgeous.
I mean, that's what I love about box lacrosse compared to field lacrosse is just the quick reaction, quick passes like that. Something that you're not even expecting all of a sudden. Bing!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. And then they had another blue squatch moment where they ran the Halifax logo instead of Rochester's at their home line for the goal. I thought that was funny when I got that, so I made sure we included that in the Blue Squatch highlights. Plus, had a chance to catch up with Mark at the game, but he said it made him laugh the last time I called somebody out for their Blue Squatch moment. So we'll call them Blue Squatch blunders from now on.
Love it.
Absolutely awesome. Heck of a game, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It was great. I was just reading Josh's comment there. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
understand the push in the back definitely not being called either. But Ryan Smith, man, this kid, I'm telling you, if they ever get Hartley back or can solidify the defense to shut down even more than they have, they are gonna be in business. But yeah, right there. So that
Tied it up.
could have been the save right there of him keeping his foot off the post for Hutchison, keeps him in. They get a reset. They're gonna get another chance down here, but they actually kind of another save. Wait, no, it's the next one. They missed the pass going across the middle. It gets tipped off. Boom. Wide open in front. Oh, all right, never mind. That was a tying goal. I was already a play ahead of time. I was like, wait,
Right.
that guy's wide open in front. That's not what happens. Yeah, so Curtis Knight on a tear. So Knight just scored the last one on the quick stick in front as well.
Oh.
So 2 in a row, they left Curtis Knight open in front of the net. He's able to score 36 goals, the most goals scored in the NLL this year. And his toe just off the line, but it doesn't matter because it was actually in the net beforehand. And Sesselberger again. Uh, you got to give that kid credit. Just think how good he's going to be if he's already doing this good against Withers. And Withers is
And
a
this is his first
beast.
year
First
in
year
the
playing
NLL.
box. They called him and were like, "Hey, you want to come play box lacrosse?" He was all excited, got on the plane. They talked about it during the broadcast. Last week was his first box lacrosse game.
Who is this again? Withers?
Sesselberger, the
Sesselberger.
face-off guy for see, here was the pass that gets knocked down
Yeah.
right middle. Great defensive play. And Halifax. So you talk about the little plays that I think won Halifax the game. You've got Hossack there picking that pass off. Stotts there on the play before, saving the reset, keeping the time off the clock, not giving them that many more opportunities. But right here, nobody I don't think was. He's so excited.
Did they count that?
They did.
Yeah.
So because they called the goal, wait till you see the replay of it. It is like impossible to watch and actually try to tell which side of the line it's on.
Yeah. And they did it for quite a long time too. They were back and forth, back and forth. You'll see where the ball is almost doing frame shots. Yeah, well, there you go. And they were going back, forth, back, forth.
I mean, to me, it looks like it's in at the .1. I think it's fair to say that that's across the goal line at .1.
I got to say that's across, yes.
That's across for sure.
But either way, not conclusive evidence.
0.1 second.
Yeah, so 0.1 seconds keeps it in. And look at, they're all smiles on the bench. They're like, yeah, that's it. We won the game, boys. Great job. So that's huge.
Yeah.
But no, so Sesselberger, PLL, one of the top face-off guys, Josh, thanks for
Yeah.
keeping us up to date on the non-box stats. That's one thing I will admit. I have
Yeah.
not watched a PLL game since I brought my nephew to Albany, and that was about the only time.
I've met a PLL player. Does that give me any credibility?
That just runs it for you.
Yeah.
I like it. Uh,
I met a PLL player.
so back to the picks. I gotta say, not a great week, but I'm moving in the right direction. I think it was all
Yeah.
pretty easy. If any of us didn't guess that, I think Tan would have just picked on us the whole time. That's what he would have done when we showed up. Prairie Tan would have just been like, "No, you idiots! How do you pick the Vegas team over?" But the rush, I think, showing,
Yeah.
uh, and honestly, I think it's bigger. It shows bigger signs with Albany than most people are realizing.
Uh,
I think when you look at that game, and then when you look at the Firewolves game, when are they?
yeah.
Wow, when are they going to learn to
When
close
are
it
they?
out?
Well, it started today, didn't it?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a big trade that transpired, which is going to be great, I think, for Albany. It's going to put the players that I think should be on the floor. Paulus needs to be playing.
Yeah. Agreed.
100%. Yeah. So Adam Levy's, who I had got the news from first on X, it was reported. Then shortly after that, Josh, who I'm guessing either got it from the Firewolves or from Adam, sent the message. But it was that's a big deal. I think it's huge. Like you said, I think they need to get some of those other players back on the floor. Fennell was looking better, but I still don't think he fits right in that offense, uh,
And,
especially with Crowley there because he's the big body, bangs around in the middle himself. Uh, and I mean, Dyson Williams is not a small kid. It's not like he's not a big body banging in there. I wish we still had Grennan. Unfortunately, it didn't
Take a
work
look at
out.
if you think back about a lot of their goals last year, the magical moment play of them, and they're not having that this year until they had Paulus on the floor the one night, and all of a sudden you had some magical plays going on.
yeah.
I think it's something that is it's going
Well,
to have to happen.
Longboat's been out too. So Longboat's been out injury
Yeah.
wise, and I I know like him and Paulus play amazing together, so you want to keep them together. But yeah, I think no,
Yeah.
you want the magic to happen. You need Marshall. He's not the biggest guy, but that being said, he gets in there. He gets it done when he needs to, and I think he just directs so much attention that some of these guys don't because you have to stay spread out. He can throw that behind the back from anywhere. You never know when it's leaving his stick. So anytime he's behind the net, it just adds so much to the mind of the goalie and the defense because they've got to communicate it, which if you're paying attention to that, you've only got so much bandwidth in your brain, you know? And if your bandwidth is being occupied by somebody like that behind the net, it opens things up more for everybody else in front of the net.
Yeah.
Goalie's got to make saves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the other side of the floor, I have to say this because if I don't, someone watching this might get mad at me later. Is Colorado, one of the players that scored was junior Mounties alum Connor Cook, hometown.
So you've
Hometown
got
Calgary
a
player.
Hometown kid.
is he
Yeah.
is he one of the Mounties that you've had interviewed?
I think I might have. I know I've talked to him quite a bit.
You've interviewed so many of these guys now. He's like, I don't know, maybe kind of sort of, but so congratulations. So you got a buddy that
Yeah.
junior A
Scored his
Mountie.
first NLL game.
Congratulations. Him and last week was Caleb Benedict. We definitely
Yeah.
should celebrate and recognize anybody's first goal in the NLL. It's a cool
Yeah.
thing. You think, there's less than 1,000 people probably that have a NLL goal. Maybe
Yeah.
not now. Maybe you got a couple, but it's still less than 5,000. We know
Yeah.
that.
But no, I was seeing his highlight all over my feed from different people, so I was like, "Yay!"
Yeah.
And Greg, he was our captain.
Oh,
of the junior
nice.
Mounties. Yeah,
Yeah, and
he got picked up this year.
Cotter Kelly letting us know why we shouldn't have gotten rid of him with his 5 goals. Honestly, I think Ryan Lee is the biggest thing that has happened to that offense. He came back this year, and it was a big part of the reason that I almost picked them over the Firewolves. I think I'm just going to pick against the Firewolves from now on. Hopefully it helps. 39 saves, though, for Dougie. That's another
Yeah.
problem.
Dougie.
Yeah, we all love
Um,
Dougie, but you need more than 39. But you can't not score in a quarter. How many quarters now
Yeah.
have Firewolves not scored in. I think this is like the probably the
Yeah.
fourth quarter and it usually tends to be in the fourth quarter. I think we've had 4 quarters out of 6-7 games that are not going our way. So closing things out has not been great. And honestly though, the defense they just aren't getting. There's so many repeat possessions. I think the Leo Sturos loss was bigger than most people give it credit for. He was a veteran on that team that really directed traffic. Nardella's defense has gotten way better, but it doesn't make up for the communication, I think, with Sturos. And I think they thought those young guys were, uh, because they had a bunch of nice young players. You got Volkov, Young, McDonald, all kinds of goals. But then the game-winning goal scored at McDonald. And he had a pretty good game other than that last week. But what are you going to do? And then we show up again and just get destroyed. Not even a transition goal. It's like, what is happening, boys? Why did we even get on the floor for the fourth quarter?
2 games in a row, as Josh said. 2 games in a row,
Yeah.
no
2 in a
goals
row.
in the
Plus,
fourth.
I'll look through the at another point, but I'm pretty sure it's been more than that. It's been pretty brutal on
Yeah.
that end to be a Firewolves fan. I know.
The power play is doing well. 4 for 4 on the power play, so that's a good thing. Man down, only 2 for 5, so that's not bad. So their special teams concept is doing it. Dougie's got to make some serious saves.
Yeah. No, yeah, Dougie's got to make some serious saves. But I mean, so I'm looking at the stats right now. Ty Kurtz, 19 shots on goal. Alex Simmons, 12 shots on goal. So we were talking earlier. Would you rather
That's
have?
the one. That's the one that had 19 shots before he scored his first one.
But he had
That's
7. No, he had 7 goals in the game.
well, who the heck was it? Josh.
It
Who
might
was
have been
that?
him, but he.
It was his
So
first goal of the game, and then they said, after shooting, I could have. I'm somebody. I was listening to the game, watching the game, and they were talking about
might have been
it was
Simmons.
his first goal of the game after shooting 19 times in a row. Keep shooting. I'm like, damn.
So it might have been Simmons because this is 12 shots on goal. So I'll bet you Simmons had 19 shots, and I could see him easily taking 19 shots and not scoring and still shooting. So yeah, that's possible. And then getting 4. Yeah. Well, hang on. Let me see who scored. I can check through times. Might have been Kurt. Yeah. Holy crap! Because he didn't. He tore it up. He had 1, 2, 3 in the fourth or in the third. Yeah. No way he had 19 shots before the 5 minutes in the first quarter.
Huh.
Right.
Because he had his first goal 10 minutes. And then
Yeah.
Simmons was 10 minutes in. So it wasn't one of those guys.
No, wasn't them.
Had to have been.
There was somebody that was talking about it though. I could have swore it was the Rochester game, but it clearly wasn't because we looked at those stats.
Yeah. Yeah. Fennell only had 1 goal with Albany. Yeah, but I don't think Fennell took that many shots. I think another thing for the Mammoth has been getting Will Malcolm. So a lot of people didn't talk about him much because of the other talent that left Panther City. I think that's huge. I think Colorado and Philadelphia definitely made out the best from the team folding. Dylan Ward, looking like Dylan Ward again, 40 saves, giving them what they needed to do. And actually, Dougie says he models himself after that not getting flustered and doing that. So that is a huge thing.
Huh.
Connor Robinson had 13 shots, 4 goals. Maybe it was. I was trying to see if maybe it was one of the Mammoth guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Paul. You might
That's gonna
be on your own
fluster
on
me.
that one.
I am.
Yeah.
Because I know I was listening and somebody had said that, and it's why we watch, right?
Anyways, now we're on to
Yeah.
the next ones. We got to pick them because we've already been doing this for an hour and we haven't even gotten to our picks yet. So, without further ado, I lost Owen's logo.
Oh.
There it is. I found it. It was just hanging
got
out
it.
up there, trying to be away from us. All right, drum roll, please. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, joy to the world. Who are you picking in the first game, Paul?
I'm going. That's a tough one. I'm going with because it's in Ottawa. Ottawa. Nope. I'm changing my mind. I'm going Vancouver.
You're going Vancouver.
I am.
Smart man.
I think listening. I got to play. I got to play defense now because you caught up to me, and I'm thinking what OJ's going to do, and he's going with Coach Mouse.
I'm
The boys are
definitely
believing.
going with Coach Mouse.
So he's definitely going with Coach Mouse.
Josh
Josh
says Ottawa.
says Ottawa, and actually I'm with Josh on this one.
All right.
Oh. Yeah.
I think Ottawa's been playing better. I think Higgins is playing better. I think that offense is going to be a little bit too much for Vancouver. I think it's going to if the game stays under if the team that wins stays under 12 goals, it's going to be Vancouver. If it's over 12 goals, it's going to be Ottawa. Is my feeling on that game, anyways. But that
And actually looking ahead, Greg.
yes,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. They actually play Ottawa again next week as well.
kind of like
Vancouver.
Rochester
Similar
and
to what
Halifax are doing.
Rochester Halifax this week. Yeah,
Yeah.
back to back.
And I will go first on this one. I am picking Rochester. I think Rochester's going to make a statement after that. I didn't even want to say it though. I'm not super confident about it really, but because of their goalie play, I just don't see Halifax putting up 19 goals again. Is basically my thing, and I can see Rochester putting up 18 again easily.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Rochester based off of just that. I've got Josh's picks already, and he picks Rochester
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Heartbreak loss. What do you say, Juice? What do you say, Juice? I'm listening to you.
I mean, I'm thinking Rochester.
Wow.
I think they have something to prove, so they're not going to settle for losing to Ottawa twice.
Not going to settle for losing to Ottawa twice. All right, Paul.
Oh, sorry. Halifax.
Sorry, boys. Jammer's back. Jammer is back. I'm going to take the step on the Halifax side of this one.
Huh.
You're going to take a step on the Halifax side.
I'm going Halifax.
Well, you know what? That's the best way to beat us all too, because if you pick that one so much better than the rest of us, and then I don't even have to shrink your logo. We're just going to leave the Yeti logo bigger on that one. All right. So this next game, this is kind of a trap game. The Rock. Well, I'm saying the Rock just almost beat Buffalo. So I mean, there's that to consider. Are they starting to turn things around? But I'm going to say that I think Tan is right. Go Rush. I'm going to go Rush, and I think Toronto, much like Albany, plays to their level of competition, and the Rush just seem to be able to finish games this year. Yeah, they're just playing too well up there. I think Mans and the rest of the offense up there is going to get it done on Toronto. They have not been able to even keep Nick Rosen for an entire game. And until they do, I think it's hard to pick Toronto over anybody. But OJ, who you thinking?
I mean, I gotta go Rush. Being a Western Canadian, we don't always agree with Ontario, so I gotta go Rush.
Got to take it where you can.
Yeah.
And Josh actually,
and they have Frankie too, so
yeah, I like Frankie a lot too. Josh actually picked Toronto.
Ooh.
Yeah, he sent me his picks early. Not early enough for Charity to make him on the graphic, but early enough for me to open my Discord up when we go through here. All right, Nick, who's it going to be?
Where
are you going, Nick?
I'm going Saskatchewan. I enjoyed watching them last year. I bitched about their colors. You want to know what? They got the angry green machine is rolling right now.
The angry green machine. That is one thing is Tan. You have the worst turf in the league.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. That is just like brutal on your eyes.
The
Yeah,
West
the
is
green
better
on
than
green.
the rest.
All right, so I got to make myself disappear here so I can we can pick the next game, and I'm going to hide our logos. All right. So
I want to hear from the Albany guys here. I want to hear what the Albany guys got to say first. What do you got, Josh?
Josh is saying he's picking Albany for this one. He is picking Albany on this one, so he's going with the Firewolves. I want to pick against Albany because I think I'm the reason they're losing because I picked them every time. But I honestly think Clark is way too good of a coach to lose 2 games in a row to that team or any team in particular. But I think Coach Clark's going to turn it around, and this is the start of the rest of the season.
So you're saying that does a firewolf? I know lions have their pride. That's their. Is it a firewolves? Do they have a pride thing? What is the other than a swat of dogs or swath of dogs?
The pack.
A
The
pack
pack.
is that?
Pack is
It's a
called the
pack,
wolf, yeah.
not a
Pack.
pride. It's a pack. I'm going with the pack. I'm jumping on the pack. I'm saying Paulus leads the boys to victory.
Yeah.
I
think,
mean, does that mean we're all going for the pack then?
as long as you
Wow.
pick them, OJ.
I was gonna go Colorado, but you sold me. I don't believe Clark is to be a coach that will lose 2 in a row to the same team.
All right. I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're all fired up. But I am going to, I'll go right on this one. Paul, I'll make a copy of yours as well. We're going to pick Buffalo. I know who's picking that one. So we got Buffalo.
I'm going Buffalo too on that.
You're going Buffalo? Let me look and see what Josh said. I'm guessing Josh says Buffalo. Yeah, Josh is smart enough to say Buffalo. So, yeah, Buffalo it is.
Can't go against the champs.
No.
Can't. Especially and they're looking sweet, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say they are clicking. If they can stay healthy is their main concern at this point in time because they are clicking all the way around. And I feel bad for what's the guy that got roasted on the one shot there, one punch, and he came in. I forget. We was talking about it earlier.
Zach Belcher.
Yeah. I feel bad for him, but he'll be back.
He'll be back. He's a nice kid.
Greg, did you see this comment? CJ is currently yelling at Greg to pick against Albany to try something.
Something new. Okay. If this doesn't work, I'm never picking Albany again. Just so everybody's clear. If this doesn't work, don't worry, CJ. Next week I'm on it. But yeah, no, I think we need to win this game, and I probably should pick against them 100%. CJ, you're right. I mean, we all know females are smarter than the rest of us. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, that explains it.
On to the next game. I'm going to go out, and I will say San Diego is going to try to turn their season around against Vegas. Josh is going to say San Diego is also going to turn their season around here and get going in the right direction.
Yeah. Josh wants to switch his to the Mammoth as well.
He's going to switch. Oh, God, switch.
Just because Greg picked him. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I am laughing so hard. Sorry, Josh. You mailed it in already. Your picks cannot be changed. We have too much integrity in our Discord server to allow that kind of. Oh, my goodness. But yes, he did pick San Diego over Vegas as well. Paul and OJ, what are you guys picking on that one?
Go ahead, Noecker.
I'm going dogs. We're going
Wow.
Desert Dogs. I'm going Desert Dogs. I think Hannah's going to step up and make it happen.
Yeah.
You're picking the Desert Dogs as well.
I'm picking Desert Dogs. Yeah, they're one of my U.S. teams. I have the sticker on my computer. So, when you have Gretzky as one of your owners,
you got
how can I go against that?
How can you go against the great one? I love it.
Right?
This one, I think, is another trap game for Georgia. I don't know if they turn it around this week or if it happens next week. I mean, but Kai, I feel bad because Kai's going to tell me that they're going to win, but I don't know. Colorado just lost a close one. I was just looking it up. Dobson's he's week to week, so we don't really know what's going on with or not Dobson. I'm sorry, I was thinking Georgia. Doby, Dane Doby, Adam Levy posted. That's where I get a ton of my stuff. So Doby's injury
where
is
I caught in the fair stuff.
Week to week. So we'll have to go from there. Looking at the transaction news, there wasn't really anything that had caught my eye when I looked at it earlier. But it is now
if Doby's
updated.
playing.
Yes. Yep, that's it. Just the they signed Carson Moyer and traded Fennell. So if Dobie plays, I think it's an easy pick for the Roughnecks. But I need to make up some ground here. I'm gonna pick the Roughnecks. I'm hoping that's gonna set me apart from Paul. I'm pretty sure OJ is gonna pick the Roughnecks with me, but I don't know.
I'm not sure if you can hear it, but
we can hear it. We know where you're going.
I'm with
That's
you.
awesome.
That's how I do it.
All right,
Yeah.
so you're
I'm
going with them.
Georgia. Yeah, I think they're too powerful all the way around.
All right.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Calgary.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean
my
it's our second home game. We need an at-home win.
Well, I got to make up some ground on Paul and Josh both, so I'm going to go against them. Josh picked the Swarm as well, so that's how it goes. And then we've got the Sunday game with Vancouver. Oh, yeah, Vancouver over
Ooh,
Philadelphia.
yeah.
Is
Vancouver with Philadelphia. Yep.
that's who Josh is picking. I think I don't know though.
Smart ball.
Double header.
Philly's used to these. This is something Philly is honestly used to the double headers. They've how many have they had so far this year? At least 2 or 3 of them, haven't they?
Maybe.
I believe so.
So you're saying Philly as well?
I'm gonna, you know what? I went with the mouse in the other house, but he's gonna lose in Philly.
All right.
Ooh.
OJ, who you picking?
I think Vancouver is going 2 for 2.
You think Vancouver's going 2 for 2?
Yeah.
All right. So I can make up a little bit of ground here on Josh. I can make up a little ground on Paul on the other picks. So we should be good. Yeah, they are both playing doubleheaders this weekend. So.
And for the Roughnecks, it's also superhero night in the Rough House.
Oh, jeepers.
So,
how did I not even realize that? The Wings are playing Saturday and Sunday in Buffalo and then back to Philadelphia? No, I'm going with Vancouver.
Yeah.
Changing plans. Changing plans. How did I not even realize that? I'm not giving Philly any credit this weekend. They're not. They're going to get smoked against Buffalo, and then they're going to get smoked against the Warriors as well.
So that means I'm going to possibly take another large step into mankind, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you might go flying over the top of us with this pick, though, Paul. You might look like a genius, but no, having the day off where they're going to get to watch that game, they're going to pick Higgins apart the next, or Daymut apart the next day. I'm telling you, their video team is way too good, and Keegan Ball and the rest of the guys are going to show them what's up. Mitch Jones would have to pick the team up and be like, all right, Vancouver, I can't believe you got rid of me. This is what happens. What happened to integrity, Greg? Josh, my picks weren't written down anywhere, Josh. They weren't solidified. We weren't done picking yet.
We didn't have them in writing.
Plus, I believe I'm the guy who points and clicks the mouse.
You're the postmaster on this. You're the postmaster. It wasn't stamped.
It wasn't done yet. Oh my goodness. So we've already been doing this for an hour and 15 minutes. So let's we'll wrap up with tell us again, Paul, what time do the Yeti start? Because it might be streamed. If it's not, we will probably get it recorded at least and get it covered. I mean, whether or not it's got the full complement stream, more than likely we'll at least have a camera out there running some things.
We're Yeti are taking the floor at 6 o'clock and at 8 o'clock. First game is at 4 o'clock. Door opens at 3:30. There's going to be, I believe, many concessions and the concession stand. Beautiful facility. Concession stand will be open, and I believe they have around 15 vendors that are going to be set up and selling several different Oneida Nation crafts and memorabilia. So if you have an opportunity, please stop out to the Mary Windsor Community Center and on the Oneida territory and come watch some awesome lacrosse.
Absolutely.
And if you can't, make sure you get on the Blue Squatch Productions BSP because we're going to make something. We're going to make something happen. That's all we say. We're going to make something happen.
All right, you and the captain make it happen. OJ, anything to wrap us up with?
No. So there's going to be a new video on my channel this week. I am still getting bar down in the works, hopefully. So, and I'm going to Vancouver next week.
Andrew going to Vancouver next week, so you're going to get us some inside scoop reporting from there. It Wobble will be live. It's probably going to be earlier in the day, but It Wobble will be live for all the members only, so they can watch it, get on and comment, and throw any comments on the videos from the week before, and I will ask them for the next week. We can do it that way. If you are a channel member, you just let us know in the Discord. Join the channel membership. It gets you access to the Discord. Well, everybody except for Paul, because he doesn't know how to work Discord, but the
I don't
rest
know
of
what
them,
the hell it
everybody
is.
else gets into the Discord.
Carly just said, I got this new phone that I've had for 2 weeks. So if people have been trying to get a hold of me, I apologize. But my daughter just took me all up with this phone and got everything logged in. I was carrying 2 phones and iPad trying to do different things. I'm like, this is getting stupid. I should have just kept the old phone. I knew what I was doing. I'm back to normal again.
It's the
We're
same
good to
phone.
go.
It's just a slightly different version, right?
It's all messed up.
Yeah.
I shaved my beard off and I had a face identity. Now I got to do ... I got to put a code in because I can't do face identity. It's ridiculous. Modern technology. Yeti Nation. See you Saturday. See you guys next Monday. Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer. Authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? They have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out, pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at, where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brand wide distillery.